So our third match review of today comes to us from Vivid Wizard, first time entry, 587 hours, so about halfway to the kind of that adept section of DBD, adept number of hours, where you know most of the fundamentals of the game. However, this person said that they only have 10 hours on Oni, so they're very extremely new to the character, and Oni is definitely a character with a pretty steep learning curve, so I would not feel bad about anything that happens in here, because I feel like Oni doesn't get the credit he deserves for how difficult he is to learn and master. Usually you think of characters like Billy, Blight, but yeah, Oni's there too. So I wouldn't feel bad. You're on Toba Landing, which, I already explained in the last match review, is a map that, despite its small size, has very, very strong loops, very big connected loops, a very alright main building. It's a pretty obnoxious map for Killer, despite its small size, so yeah, let's take a look at your add-ons and your points. Okay, so your add-ons could be better. These are 2 quality life add-ons. Top Knot is not, like, too bad. It's probably, like, your 4th best add-on. I would say add-on tree, but, like, that's the only add-on of its kind. Top Knot used to be really good, like, busted good. Now it's nerfed, now it's not as great. And the little brown cup is just quality of life. It's not actually that great. So what you want to be running as Oni is one of 3 add-on trees. He has 3 add-on trees, one being extra blood, one being speed, and one being extra duration for your power. Any combination of these 3 is really, really good. So you should be running any of these. You should be running, like, Splintered Hull, and Keto's Crutch. You should be running the Wooden Mask with the what that thing is, the Green Dash add-on. I forget what its actual name is. But yeah, you should be using blood, speed, or duration, and any sort of that combination. Any of those three is good, but I'd be using those. Top Knot is not a terrible choice, but it is outside of the top 3 that I would be recommending to you. But it is the next runner-up. It is, I would say, like, his 4th best. So, yeah. In terms of your build is mostly a fun build, mostly a chill build. Infectious makes sense. You are a slugging killer, so you want to be able to take advantage of your slugging. Makes sense. I'm all ears and Superior Anatomy kind of don't really jive with Oni's power really well. Corrupt makes sense because, well, you're a setup killer. You have to, start your blood economy and get that going, so that's a time sink, so you're kind of accounting for your own time sink by running Corrupt. Good job. But I'm all ears and Superior Anatomy, especially in Blood Fury, we're kind of like circumventing windows by, like, flying around them at Mach speed. Vault perks are kind of, like, redundant on Oni to a big extent. So I would run something else here, like another info perk, or like Deadlock, so you can double up on the time sink that I mentioned. You could run Sloppy, so people spend a lot more time healing. Obviously that gives you, you get your blood. So yeah, these 2, I'm all ears and Superior Anatomy, would probably be the ones that I would be like, let's switch those out for something else. Infectious and Corrupt, great picks. Okay, you kind of gotta pick and commit to a side here. Okay, you know where somebody is, because somebody just vaults randomly. Fast vaults at that, too. She's not playing sweaty. On both the Amoka killers, that being Oni and Spirit, it's smarter to drop while healthy as opposed to injured, which is kind of the reverse of how you play against most killers. Especially with Oni giving him blood early is not a bright idea. Mouse score got tangled. Oh, that's why you're, like, looking around. Okay. Pick up your blood. I say this almost every Oni match review. Pick up your blood. The reason you are a top 10 killer in the game is because your Demon Dash, your Blood Fury is so good. So good. So you should be trying to be in your power as much as possible. So don't be leaving this blood. So you have 2 options at the start of an Oni match to get your power fairly quickly. You injure one person, and then do what Scott John calls the ooh piece of candy phase, where you just suck out the blood while following them, forcing them to vault, drop pallets, which makes them drop extra blood, and then enter your power. Or you have a second option, which I believe is more efficient, but it is not always convenient, which is to hit split pressure and hit 2 survivors, because each fresh hit on a survivor gives you way more blood up front, than, you know, doing the ooh piece of candy face. But obviously that's limited by, like, you know, did they group up? So those are kind of like your two options. So either way, definitely don't leave blood on the table. You could have hit her there. You definitely could have hit her there. You just got scared. You definitely could have M1 down her there. You could have hit that. You need to pick up your blood. I don't know what's people's obsession. Okay. I'm going to post this on the YouTube. This one's going to go on the YouTube. I don't know when, but it's going to go on YouTube. If you guys are watching at home, and obviously Twitch, you know, Twitch here presently can answer this too. What makes you think, talk about this in the comments down below. What makes you think that people want to play Oni as a 115 normal killer? What about it? What about Oni, despite being an M2 killer, makes people want to play them like an M1 killer? Because it's something we see almost every single match review with this character, and it's a consistent problem that I see. Almost like the dry kicking thing, right? Like, it's like a consistent flaw I see in so many different people that submit match reviews. And this Oni one is very specific. This Oni specific one is I see almost every single Oni match review is people just want to play them as 115. And I don't know why. I don't know why. The mystery. I don't get it. I don't know why people do this. Why I say audio? Like, it seems like it's like echoey. Weird. Please go pick up your blood. There's a lot of blood over in this 4 lane to your left that you had earlier. Yeah, go get that. No, don't leave it. Get your blood. Get your blood. Thank you. Okay, go get the blood from the 4 lane. Yeah, there's a whole pile of blood over there. I'm gonna stop reviewing Oni match reviews. They stress me out. They literally stressed me out. Hopefully nothing's wrong, Fire. Hopefully it's just kind of like a checkup. Oh, you're doing that Ots thing. I see that mind game. I see that mind game so much just because Ots does it sometimes, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just funny. It's just like, ah, you watch Art Starva. Because like that's something that he specifically does. Yeah, you just kind of gave her the window doing that. You need to go get your blood. Go get your blood, homie. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. That's just a checkup though. Get your power. Get your power. Get your power. Yeah, woo! Oni is best when people can control him. You can't turn him, and I'm looping on a tree. Well, that learning to control the character comes in time. That's okay. You're already going for flicks and you only have 10 hours on the character? That's ambitious. That's ambitious. You are very ambitious with this character. You should do a match where you ought to see him dry kick so many times in matches. That's painful. Don't ever tell me that. Ooh, you almost got that. That's painful. Don't tell me that. Literally start pulling my hair out. I'm gonna shave my whole head and not just the sides of my head. You are trying to do fancy shit, but like, it's not working for you, so you need to give up. I appreciate it though. So many people I know as this character will hop on and just refuse to go for shots. You're kind of the opposite, where you're just going for everything and anything with reckless abandon, and you're wasting your whole power bar doing it. I appreciate the ambition. I appreciate the cojones to go for it, but it's clearly not working. So you should probably like not be a little bit more conservative about how you go about going for this. And you just leave her? You don't even take the M1? Ugh. I mean, I agree with leaving the chase, but I would at least, like, you know, take an M1 so it's not nothing. There you go. A little late, but yes. You listen to what I said. Yeah, that way she's at least spreading blood around the map. You need to pick up your blood, homie. Here you go, chasing this M1 killer again. There's a ton of blood on that gen right there. You should get that. I wonder if you watch Oni streamers. Is that why you were going for crazy stuff? You watch Oni streamers, you're like, hey, I'm gonna go for this cool thing I saw my friend do. Yeah, don't forget your blood. Go to that gen. Go to that gen where all that blood is. Yeah. Okay, you're almost there. Fortunately, everybody's staying healed up. It's not great. But you'll get your blood because of that lead. This is why I told you to hit her earlier. Because you weren't going to end up getting your power later. Oni's all about blood economy and mastering the dash. Those are like the two things you need to do to be good at this character. If you're bad at one or the other or both, you're not going to succeed with him. He's right there. You're just kind of wandering around aimlessly with your power. You have no idea where anybody is. This is why I recommended like barbecue or something. I like to replace one of your perks, because right now you're just kind of like flying around at the speed of sound, but you have no idea where anybody is. So like, that was good. That was really good. Slug. Hey, you're a slugging killer. What are you doing? She's about to put you the f down, by the way. She's about to put you into the next dimension with this flashlight save. Yeah, you're a slugging killer. Why did you stop there? You literally got infectious and saw multiple people over here. Why did you not slug? It was literally free. Literally free. Wow, she messes that up. I am so ashamed of her. Shame upon that Elodie's family. Shame upon her cow. Shame on her. That was the freest flashlight save ever, and she somehow messed it up. Looking around for your hopes and dreams. What are you looking for exactly? Yo, Annie, thank you so much for the follow, friend. I appreciate it, bud. Hope your Monday's going well. Get your blood. Get your blood. Ultimate weapon's really good on me. Really, really good. Get your blood. Stop chasing. You chase one more person, and there's blood around. I'm gonna. This is why I eventually have to stop doing match reviews. Oni match reviews. They stress me out, man. This character has a really, like, specific flowchart of play to be good with them. And if you ignore it, you lose. So to see people, like, not have that flowchart down is pain. Ooh, she almost gets you there. You should be entering your power here. Do not be afraid to pop your power on injured survivors, because your chases, regardless of the fact that you want an insta-down to, you know, obviously eat through 2 health states, your chases with Oni are always quicker in your power. So even if they're injured, it's often good to pop your power anyway. So, you could have hit her there. You definitely could have hit her there. You just didn't, you hesitated and didn't swing. And she had Addy and got up. You need to pop your power. This chase would have been over so much quicker if you would just popped your power here. But you're chasing as a 115 killer. There you go. It took you, like, losing the entire game. But, yeah, you're like, maybe I should use my power now. You should have cleared that corner before going for that. Yeah, there you go. Ooh. You're trying to do the look up flick stuff. You are... With 10 hours on this character, you should not be trying to do the flick up exploit. Do not do that. You need to learn how this character feels first at only 10 hours before you start doing wild stuff like that. like that is advanced Oni. You're not even picking up your blood. You're not even entering your power that much. Stop trying to 180 flick it right out the gate. You know, you need to crawl, walk, and then run. You're still crawling as this character. And you're trying to do like a 180 meter sprint. Like, walk before you run, friend. Okay. Why do you leave her? She's over to your left. You just lost her, I think. I don't think you meant to leave her. Like, you're not even, like... That's what I'm saying. You're not even at that point where, like, 180 flicking will be particularly helpful to you, because you don't even know how the power feels to use yet. Like, you're still very... you should be at 10 hours. Like, this is not a shame or a knock on you. Like, at 10 hours on any character, you're not going to be that adept at their power yet. So, like, trying to go for 180 flicks while, like, not even being able to, like, clear a corner to M1 is, like, not great. You start with new killers out on this, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. And honestly, certain killers, I would argue no. Because certain killers, like, without add-ons, they're just completely dog and not even worth playing. So you should be learning with their add-ons right away, right out the gate. But some add-ons are, like, crutches that aren't good. Like Weskers that only ever use the Unicorn Medallion. Perfect example. It's not a simple black and white answer. Okay, so the perks that they have didn't really matter. What happened here that went wrong for you was specifically Oni things. And obviously this is almost every match review. Almost every Oni match review, this is one of the takeaways, is please pick up your blood. Being in your power is the way you're a top 10 character. You're not a top 10 character as a 115 man with a katana, okay? You need to stop playing that way. You need to pick up your blood. You need to pick up your blood. If you were in your power more often this match, you probably would have, like, not won, but you probably would have got, like, a kill or two. But the fact that you played most of the game outside your power is why you're in the situation you're here in with a 4 out. So please, please, please pick up your blood. Please, please try to be in your power as much as possible. And that includes, I'll tack this on here, that includes popping your power on injured survivors, which you seem extremely hesitant to do and chased a lot of people while having your power up. You know, he's doing the hand thing. You have your power up, but chasing injured survivors that way instead of just like entering your power and downing them really quickly. The second thing is I would argue, like, I don't tell people this very often because, like, usually, like I said, the opposite. I have the opposite problem, with a lot of people where, like, they don't want to go for M2 shots at all once they're in Oni's power because they feel like scared. But you were like, you're going for stuff that's way above your ability level right now. Like, you're trying to 180 flick and you don't even know how to clear a corner and hit people around a corner. You did it once with the Thalita at the shack palette, which was really cool. But you missed every other M2 this entire game. Almost every use of Blood Fury you had this match, you got 0 downs. You don't even know how to, like, clear a corner without bonking it, but you're trying to 180 flick. I would hold your horses. Like I said, you have to walk before you run. I would 1000% stop going for stuff like 180 flicks and, like, that more advanced stuff until you learn how to, to get normal M2 downs and learn how the power works more consistently. That is way above your skill level right now. Do not try to do that. So, yeah, definitely don't be going for that. Definitely don't be going for that. So, yeah, those would be, like, my 2 main takeaways for you. It's very much Oni related stuff. And that's kind of like what makes Oni match reviews probably really interesting, is that, like, it's not like general advice. It's like literally you have to be good at what this character does to be good with him. So he's very, very unique in that regard.